Now, I want you all to really think about that for a moment. Learn to act as your only limit is you. Because, my friends, that right there is the key to unlocking the kind of limitless potential that we all possess, but so often fail to tap into. You see, far too often, we find ourselves setting arbitrary limits on what we're capable of achieving. We look at the obstacles, the challenges, the doubts and fears that arise, and we use them as an excuse to hold ourselves back, to play small and settle for less than we truly deserve. Oh, I could never start my own business. I don't have the skills or the resources. There's no way I could ever get in shape. I just don't have the willpower or the discipline. I'll never be able to write that book or pursue that creative passion. I'm just not talented enough. But my friends, I'm here to tell you that those limits, those self-imposed barriers, they're nothing more than illusions. They're the product of our own limiting beliefs, our own lack of faith in the boundless potential that lies within each and every one of us. Because the truth is, when you learn to act as if your only limit is you, when you truly embody that mindset of unwavering self-belief and determination, there's simply no stopping you. The obstacles that might have once seemed insurmountable, the challenges that would have once derailed you, they become mere speed bumps on the road to your ultimate destination. And you know what the best part is? When you start to live and breathe this mindset, when you refuse to let anything or anyone stand in the way of your dreams, it has this incredible ripple effect that reaches far beyond just your own life. Because as you demonstrate what's possible, when you remove those self-imposed limits, when you tap into the full breadth of your potential, you start to inspire and uplift those around you. Your family, your friends, your colleagues, they can't help but be drawn to that kind of positive, empowering energy. Suddenly, they start to see the realm of possibility expanding in their own lives. They start to believe that maybe, just maybe, they too can achieve the kind of extraordinary things that you're working towards. And you know what, my friends? That's when the real magic starts to happen. Because when you've got a network of people, all feeding off of that same unstoppable, unshakable belief in themselves, all committed to supporting and uplifting one another, there's simply no limit to what you can accomplish. It's like a rising tide that lifts all boats. As each person in your circle taps into their own limitless potential, it creates a ripple effect that just keeps growing and growing. And let me tell you, the impact that this kind of collective, community-driven mindset can have is truly incredible. Because when you've got a group of people all laser-focused on a common vision, all determined to see each other succeed, the results can be absolutely mind-blowing. Projects get completed faster, obstacles get overcome more easily. And the sense of camaraderie, of shared purpose, it becomes this unbreakable bond that keeps everyone moving forward, even in the face of the toughest challenges. And you know what the best part is, my friends? When you start to cultivate this kind of energy and momentum within your own circle, it has a way of rippling out and impacting the broader community as well. Because as more and more people start to witness the incredible things that can happen when you refuse to let anything limit your potential, they can't help but be inspired to do the same in their own lives. It's like this contagious wave of positivity and possibility that just keeps spreading, touching, and transforming the lives of everyone it comes into contact with. And the more people that get swept up in it, the more it starts to become this unstoppable force for good. And because at the end of the day, my friends, that's what this is all about. Not just achieving your own personal goals and dreams, but using that success, that unwavering commitment to your own limitless potential to inspire and uplift those around you. To be a shining example of what's possible when you refuse to let anything stand in your way. And you know what? The beautiful thing is, it doesn't matter what your specific goals or dreams might be, whether you're aiming to start your own business, to climb the corporate ladder, to make a difference in your community. The principles are the same. The power of unshakable self-belief, of refusing to let anything limit your potential, it applies across the board. Because at the end of the day, my friends, success, true lasting success, it's not about the individual accolades or the material rewards. It's about the impact that you have, the lives that you touch, the ripple effect that your actions create in the world around you. And when you learn to act as if your only limit is you, When you commit to that level of unwavering self-belief and determination, you unlock a power within yourself that allows you to achieve things that you never even thought possible. Not just for your own benefit, but for the benefit of everyone who crosses your path. So let's do this, my friends. Let's commit to this journey of limitless potential. Let's get crystal clear on our why. Let's paint a vivid picture of the vision we're working towards, and let's show up day in and day out with the kind of discipline, relentless action that's going to make it a reality. Because I can promise you the rewards on the other side of that commitment, the transformation that you'll experience both personally and in terms of the impact you have on the world around you. It's going to be nothing short of extraordinary. So let's get to it, shall we? Let's start taking those bold, confident steps forward, no matter what obstacles might try to get in our way. Let's surround ourselves with a network of like-minded individuals who are committed to the same vision of unwavering self-belief and determination. And let's watch as the universe conspires to support and uplift us, clearing the path and opening up incredible new possibilities that we never even knew existed. Because, my friends, the truth is, when you learn to act as if your only limit is you, when you fully embody that mindset of limitless potential, the only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. And I don't know about you, but I'm ready to shatter those limits to redefine what's possible and to leave an indelible mark on the world in the process. So let's do this, my friends. Let's go out there and show the world what we're made of. Let's learn to act as if our only limit is us. And let's watch as the magic starts to unfold, because the future is ours for the taking. And I can't wait to see what incredible things we're able to achieve when we refuse to let anything hold us back. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. That all sounds great, Jim, but how exactly do I put this into practice? How do I cultivate that level of unwavering self-belief and determination in my own life? Well, my friends, I'm so glad you asked, because I've got a few key strategies and practices that I've found to be absolutely essential in making this mindset a reality. The first, and perhaps most important, is to get rid of the word can't from your vocabulary. You see, far too often we use that little word as a way to create limits, to convince ourselves that there are certain things that are simply out of our reach. I can't start that business. I don't have the skills or the resources. I can't get in shape. My genetics just aren't made for it. I can't write that book. I'm not a good enough writer. But my friends, when you start to eliminate can't from your language, when you refuse to allow yourself to use it as a crutch, something incredible starts to happen. Instead of focusing on the reasons why you can't do something, you start to shift your attention to the ways in which you can. I'm going to figure out how to acquire the skills and resources. I need to start that business. I'm going to develop the discipline and commitment to get in the best shape of my life. I'm going to hone my writing skills and pour my heart and soul into that book until it's the best thing I've ever created. It's a subtle shift, I know, but the impact it can have is truly transformative. Because when you stop letting yourself off the hook, when you refuse to use can't as an excuse to avoid taking action, you start to tap into a wellspring of resourcefulness and determination that you didn't even know you possessed. Suddenly, those obstacles that might have derailed you in the past start to become mere speed bumps on the road to your ultimate destination. You get creative, you get resourceful, and you find a way to make it happen, no matter what. And you know what, my friends? The more you practice this, the more you make it a habit to eliminate can't from your vocabulary, the more that mindset of limitless potential starts to become ingrained in every fiber of your being. It's like you're retraining your brain, teaching it to see possibilities instead of problems, to focus on solutions instead of excuses. And the more you do that, the more you start to embody that energy of my only limit is me, the more the world around you begins to respond in kind. But of course, eliminating can't from your language is just one piece of the puzzle. The other key element is to surround yourself with people who are going to support and uplift you on this journey. Because let's be honest, my friends, we're all human, and there are going to be times when the doubts and the fears start to creep in, when that sense of unwavering self-belief starts to waver. And in those moments, it's the people in our lives, the ones who believe in us and our vision, who can make all the difference. So I want you to take a hard look at the people you've got, in your circle right now? Are they the kind of individuals who are going to challenge you, push you to reach new heights, and remind you of your limitless potential when the going gets tough? Or are they the ones who might inadvertently drag you down, who will use their own doubts and insecurities to try to convince you that your dreams are out of reach? Because let me tell you, the company you keep, the people you surround yourself with, it has a profound impact on your ability to stay the course, to maintain that sense of unwavering self-belief and determination. So be selective, my friends, and make sure that the people in your life are the kind of positive, empowering influences that are going to help you achieve your biggest goals and dreams. And you know what? The beautiful thing is when you start to cultivate that kind of supportive, uplifting network, it creates a powerful synergistic effect. As you all work together, pushing and challenging one another to greater heights, it becomes this unstoppable force of collective momentum that can carry you through even the toughest of obstacles. Because let's be honest, my friends, no one achieves greatness in a vacuum. We all need that support system, that community of like-minded individuals who are going to have our backs, who are going to be there to catch us when we stumble and lift us back up. And when you've got that, when you've surrounded yourself with the right people, the ones who are going to hold you accountable, who are going to inspire you to keep pushing forward, that's when the real magic starts to happen. Because suddenly, it's not just about your own personal goals and dreams anymore. It's about something bigger, something more powerful. It's about creating a ripple effect, about using your own success and momentum to lift up and empower those around you. And you know what, my friends? The more you embrace that mindset, the more you make it your mission to be a beacon of inspiration and possibility for the people in your life, the more that sense of limitless potential starts to become contagious. Because when you're living and breathing that energy of my only limit is me, when you're consistently taking bold, confident action in the pursuit of your dreams, it's like a magnet that starts to draw in others who are hungry for that kind of transformative experience. Suddenly, you find yourself at the center of this incredible network of support and collaboration, all working together towards a common vision of greatness. And as you continue to push each other forward, to refuse to be deterred by the obstacles that come your way, you start to create this unstoppable momentum that just keeps building and building. It's like this snowball effect, my friends, where each small step forward, each victory, no matter how seemingly insignificant, just fuels the next. And before you know it, you're achieving things that you never even dreamed were possible, all because you made the decision to learn to act as if your only limit is you. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, okay, Jim, that all sounds great in theory, but what about when the unexpected happens? What about when life throws me a curveball that seems completely out of my control? Well, my friends, that's where the final key element comes into play, the power of adaptation and flexibility. Because let's be honest, no matter how laser-focused and determined we might be, no matter how clear our vision or how unwavering our commitment to our own limitless potential, there are always going to be things that come up that we simply can't foresee or control. It's the job that gets eliminated, the relationship that falls apart, the health crisis that emerges out of nowhere. These are the kinds of challenges that can knock even the most driven and accomplished individuals off course if they're not careful. But you know what, my friends? The true mark of someone who has mastered the art of acting as if their only limit is themselves. It's not that they're immune to those challenges, it's how they respond to them. Because when you've cultivated that level of self-belief and determination, when you've made that mindset of limitless potential a core part of who you are, you don't let those curveballs derail you. Instead, you adapt, you get creative, and you find a way to navigate the obstacle and keep moving forward. Maybe it means pivoting your business strategy or exploring a new career path. Maybe it means leaning on your support system to help you through a difficult personal situation. Whatever it is, the key is to approach it with the same unwavering focus and determination that you've brought to everything else in your life. Because, my friends, the truth is the path to greatness, the journey towards achieving your biggest dreams and goals, it's never going to be a straight, easy line. There are always going to be twists and turns, unexpected challenges that try to knock you off course. When you learn to act as if your only limit is you, when you cultivate that level of adaptability and flexibility in the face of adversity, that's when you truly unlock the power to achieve truly extraordinary things. It's like that old adage, it's not the strongest that survive, but the most adaptable. And in a world that's constantly in flux, where change is the only constant, that ability to pivot, to adjust your course while still staying true to your ultimate vision, it's an invaluable skill that can make all the difference. So embrace it, my friends. Celebrate the unexpected, the curveballs that life throws your way, because they're the opportunities for you to really shine, to demonstrate the depth of your commitment and the power of your mindset. And you know what the best part is? When you approach those challenges with that unwavering self-belief and determination, when you refuse to let them derail you from your path, it's not just your own life that you transform, it's the lives of everyone around you as well. Because as you navigate those obstacles with grace and resilience, as you continue to forge ahead towards your goals, you become a living, breathing example of what's possible when you refuse to let anything limit your potential. And let me tell you, my friends, that kind of inspiration, that kind of empowerment, it's contagious. Suddenly the people in your life, they start to see the realm of possibility expanding in their own worlds. They start to believe that maybe, just maybe, they too can achieve the kind of extraordinary things that you're working towards. And as they witness your ability to adapt and overcome, to consistently take bold action in the face of adversity, it ignites that same fire within them. It's like this ripple effect, my friends, where your own unwavering self-belief and determination starts to fuel the growth and transformation of everyone around you. And the more you embrace that role as a catalyst for change, the more your impact starts to reverberate out, touching and uplifting the broader community as well. Because at the end of the day, my friends, that's what this is all about. Not just personal achievement, but using your own success and momentum to inspire and empower others to reach new heights in their own lives. It's about tapping into that well of limitless potential that exists within each and every one of us, and then using that energy to create a better, more vibrant world for all. And you know what the best part is? When you start to live and breathe this mindset of my only limit is me, when you consistently demonstrate what's possible, when you refuse to let anything hold you back, you start to attract the kind of abundance, the kind of opportunity that can truly transform your life. Because the universe, it has this incredible way of responding to that kind of unwavering self-belief and determination. It's like a magnetic force that starts to draw in the resources, the support, the opportunities that you need to achieve your biggest goals and dreams. Suddenly doors start opening up that you never even knew existed. Connections are made, partnerships are formed, and the path forward starts to unfold in ways that you couldn't have possibly imagined. And you know what the best part is? When you're operating from that mindset of my only limit is me, when you're consistently taking bold, courageous action in the pursuit of your vision, those opportunities, those resources, they start to align with your purpose in a way that creates an incredible synergistic effect. It's like you're tapping into this well of universal abundance, this limitless source of support and possibility, and harnessing it to fuel your own growth and transformation. And as you continue to ride that wave of momentum, as you demonstrate what's possible when you refuse to let anything stand in your way, the impact that you have starts to grow and expand in ways that you never could have anticipated. Because let's be honest, my friends, when you learn to act as if your only limit is you, when you fully embody that mindset of unwavering self-belief and determination, there's really no telling what you're capable of achieving. The possibilities become endless. The potential for impact becomes truly limitless. And I don't know about you, but that's the kind of life that I want to live. That's the kind of legacy that I want to leave behind. One where I've used my own success and momentum to uplift and empower those around me to create a ripple effect of positivity and possibility that just keeps growing and growing. Because at the end of the day, my friends, that's what this is all about. It's not just about pursuing our own personal goals and dreams. It's about tapping into that well of limitless potential that exists within each and every one of us. And then using that energy to make a real, tangible difference in the world. So let's do this, my friends. Let's commit to this journey of limitless possibility, this path of unwavering self-belief and determination. Let's surround ourselves with the kind of supportive, uplifting network that's going to challenge us and push us to new heights. And let's embrace the unexpected, the curveballs that life throws our way, knowing that they're the opportunities for us to truly shine. Because when we learn to act as if our only limit is ourselves, my friends, the sky truly is the limit. And as we continue to blaze that trail, to demonstrate what's possible when we refuse to be held back, we'll be igniting a fire of inspiration and possibility that will keep burning brighter and brighter, touching and transforming the lives of everyone it comes into contact with. So let's get to it, shall we? Let's get out there and start making our mark on the world. Let's show the universe that we're ready to embrace our full potential, to tap into that well of limitless possibility that lies within us all. And let's do it together as a community of like-minded individuals who are committed to lifting each other up and creating a better, more vibrant future for all. Because, my friends, the time is now. The world is waiting, and it's up to us to step up and answer the call. So let's get to work, let's make it happen, and let's watch as the magic starts to unfold. The future is ours for the taking, and I can't wait to see what incredible things we're able to achieve when we learn to act as if our only limit is us.